now. All right. See, I think we are live. So if you are watching this, welcome to the California Women's Music Homebound Tour number 4. We're getting ready to start off with our video here. And how are you doing, Heather Evans?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to be able to co-host with you. It's going to be a lot of fun today.
Awesome. Yeah. Me too. And I just have to remind myself how to share my screen because that's the issue that I'm running into at the moment, is that I'm sharing my screen and I don't want to. All right. So now, congratulations, everybody who is currently here and watching. We are getting ready to start. It's a very exciting show, and in just a moment here, we're gonna kick it off with a really cool video that we made to show off all of our artists who are going to be performing for us very soon. So here we go.
I know who I am. A good girl, can't let it get inside my head. My evening, you won't thunder through this storm alone.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm excited to hear all of those artists today on our live stream. So let's begin our show here. Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us this evening for the 4th installment of the Homebound Virtual Tour. My name's Courtney Matz. I'm part of the California Women's Music nonprofit, the event production committee. So we're helping to produce this event, and I help with booking these virtual shows periodically as well. And guess what? I'm also a musician. I do a weekly live stream on Facebook and Instagram and organize all kinds of events for musicians in all kinds of places. Usually not during COVID, but right now we're getting inventive, as well as these nifty shows with CWM. So you can find me on the internet if you want to check out my music. I'm at CourtneyMatz.com. No you and Courtney. As for right now, I am thrilled to facilitate this exciting broadcast alongside our host for the evening, Heather Evans. Hello, Heather. She's a talented and charming creator and singer-songwriter. How are you, Heather, this evening?
I am doing so good. This is an honor to be a part of, and just a little bit about me. This is actually my first California Women's little co-hosting gig. So thank you so much, you guys, for having me be a part of this. It's super fun. And a little bit about me before, we jump into everything. I am a singer-songwriter from Sacramento, and I'm also a mom with 2 kids. And I record my own music, and I record a lot of music for TV and film. So I've had some songs on So You Think You Can Dance. Back in the day, I had some songs on MTV's Laguna Beach.
Oh my gosh.
And it's so much fun, like, to use my music in a creative way and to get it out there to a wider audience. So it's been a lot of fun. And I'm also having a really great time distance learning with 2 kids. So it's always an adventure to learn how to do distance learning and do music at the same time,
I bet.
And, it's really, really, really difficult for musicians right now during COVID-19. When a couple months ago, when the quarantine hit, I literally lost all of my gigs for the next 3 months. In one afternoon. It was just insane and really devastating. And that's why this event and everything that California Women's Music is doing, and even the Ivy Room, who we're going to talk to in a little bit, it's really important to support, organizations and venues like this. So I was really depressed and hopeless, but, being a part of things like this really helps. So I'm super excited to be a part of California Women's Music's efforts to highlight women and girls, especially in creative industries.
Yeah.
We have an amazing lineup today, like I said already. But before we get into all of that, Courtney, will you tell us a little bit more about California Women's Music?
I would be delighted. Thank you for asking. Thanks, Heather. I feel like we're like hosting a parade or something. This is super fun. So I will tell you that California Women's Music is a tax-exempt 501c3 organization. That means that when you donate through that donate link, the Homebound link, which I will send along here so you can see it, when you donate to that link, it's tax deductible, so you get to deduct taxes from that donation. As an event-centric organization, the nonprofit's activities include pop-up concerts, benefit shows, educational events, which is super huge. This industry is a big learning curve. Webinars and wellness programs so that artists can be healthy, as well as producing art for everyone's enjoyment and entertainment. In addition to all that, we also offer large-scale music and art festivals, mostly when we're not in COVID, but we're growing our online presence. All of this is in celebration of women and girls in music, art, literature, poetry, and business. Obviously, since COVID, all our events have moved online, and we have been super innovative creating new online formats such as the Homebound Tour you are about to watch today. All you have to do is go to CWMNP, that's CWM as in California Women's Music, and then NP as in nonprofit. So CWMNP.com to apply for support if you need some help, or you can donate if you have a little extra to give. There's an active COVID-19 artist relief fund, a wellness fund, a COVID-19 small business fund, and a lot of other resources. So there's a lot to check out there. I highly recommend it. And it's just amazing that this exists.
That is amazing. Oh my gosh. Speaking of which, today's concert is benefiting Ivy Room, a California-based women-owned and operated music venue in the East Bay, which is so cool. But before we introduce Ivy Room's owner, Lonnie, for a short interview, let's take a moment and get excited about the lineup. Okay, Courtney?
All right, lay it on me. I want to hear it.
Okay, you don't even know. Well, actually, you do know, but they don't even know. And they're about ready to get excited. We have Command Sisters, a Toronto-based sister duo that plays catchy alternative music. They're doing some really cool things in the industry, so I can't wait for you guys to hear them. And we also have Ariane, a brilliant multi-instrumentalist, educator, best-selling author, blogger, and composer from Austria. So she wears many hats. It's going to be amazing. And then we have Katie Garibaldi, an award-winning barrier-breaking accomplished singer-songwriter and producer based in California. And B.Ankha, an accomplished singer-songwriter producer from the Bronx that has gotten over 200,000 streams. So
Impressive.
Pretty crazy.
Cool.
Yeah. And to top all of that off, you guys, we have our very Maayan. She's California Women's Music's CFO and co-producer of all of our festivals, alongside our founder and director, Victoria Fitzgerald. She's also a singer-songwriter and a producer and an entrepreneur, and she has a super exciting project coming up, which we're going to get to talk to her about. So I can't wait. But before we get to all the music, we should talk to Lonnie, the owner of the Ivy Room, why we're here, why we want to support, these awesome music venues,
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Courtney,
Yeah.
And,
I'm really glad Lonnie could be here. It's important to remember that this time, the COVID time, I keep calling it, it affects individual people. So as you see, like businesses closing, there's a person who owns that business, and they've tried to keep their employees paid, and they've tried to like keep the doors open, and who knew this would go on for so long. So I'm really excited to talk to Lonnie. She's a lovely and amazing woman, has a lot of vision for live music, and we got to talk to her last month at the Homebound #3, as it was, and she's inspiring. She's very inspiring. So 40% of what we raise here tonight from your donations is going to go directly to Ivy Room to support their budget, to help them stay alive during this crazy time. And a lot of local venues are in danger of going under. You've probably already heard of some that we just thought would be here forever. And it's just very challenging for them to stay open due to the pandemic. So we're here tonight to do something about it. And thank you all for being here with us in that effort. So when you get a chance, get a separate tab, stay here, but then open another tab in your browser and donate to that link. It's the bit.ly/homebound tour. And I see now that Lonnie is in the studio, as we say. So let's bring her in and talk to her. Lonnie, so great to see you. Welcome.
Hi, Lonnie.
Thanks for having me. This is awesome.
What is your life like right now? Tell us about like the whole Ivy Room story, how you got into this, and then like what the change has meant for you right now. Give us the whole thing.
The whole thing. Let's see. Well, the Ivy Room, I've always worked in music venues, and so is my business partner, Summer. And we started off just thinking we'll have a small stage and maybe a few shows. And then it grew to, 4 to 5 nights a week. And then it went to 7 nights a week and shows, 2 shows a weekend. It was just, there was so much, we had so much just music and productions and stuff going on. So we were doing really well. And then the pandemic hit, and like you had said, we lost, just seeing all the shows that we lost. That rang so true for me, Heather, when you were saying that. It was, all the work you're doing, and I do all, most of the booking. So the work, getting those shows on the books and seeing them just cancel.
I cried. I'm not going to lie. It is so heart-wrenching.
I have 2 kids as well. And my business partner, Summer, has 2 kids. And, it was hard to see all the work and being away from them, and then it just all going away. So it's been hard. We're both raising our children and trying to do online school and save the Ivy, and that is a job in itself. We're just bailing water out of it every day, and it's a lot of work. We're doing it. We're getting up every day and pushing towards being here when this is all over. So, shows like this have just been amazing, and we're grateful, honestly.
Have you had some good community support as well? I imagine there's a lot of people that miss you now.
We have. Honestly, the community was, we finally, did a GoFundMe page after a few months, and that was hard to do. It just our pride,
Right.
It was, and then you're like, why do you have this pride? But you do, and it was a hard decision to make. And we ended up starting a GoFundMe page, and the community came out and helped a ton. And we've been, living off of that, paying all our hard costs that we still have. And, so having that GoFundMe has definitely helped keep the Ivy Room alive, shows like this. And, we're hopeful that there'll be some grants out there, government grants that they're working towards that.
Right.
If we can't open doors the way we used to, that we can stay afloat and still be here, because there's so many places right now that are just closing that aren't going to make it. So we're going to still be here.
Well, thanks for fighting the good fight. And obviously we know that this time has been hard on a lot of people, but especially the live music industry. That's all about projecting, putting air out and being close to one another and physically touching and emotionally touching people. So, I mean, are there, I would imagine like that on its own, like we miss that experience, but are there other challenges that people might be less aware of, like things as a business owner, as a music business owner that you're running into?
I mean, yeah, just trying to get creative and do other things is challenging. Even I've had to try to wrap my head around virtual shows, and maybe one day sooner than later, it's looking like, but maybe having shows on the stage with cameras and just kind of trying to learn all about this, what we're doing right now, and none of us knew about virtual shows. And
right.
So, wrapping my head around yet another new, part of the business, that, and, having capacity, limitations, and trying to see what it'll look like after, trying to, when we can open our doors, what does that look like? How much is it going to cost? Who are we going to alienate? We don't want to alienate anybody, so ticket pricing and keeping it so everyone can go to shows. I mean, that's stuff that we think about all the time. I mean, that's what we always thought about, is how can we make this affordable for everybody? So this coming back from the pandemic, everyone's talking about higher ticket prices. That's just horrible, so just trying to figure out how to make it work.
Yeah. And I love that. I mean, it's definitely a time that calls for innovation, and you feel that pressure as someone who's been able to provide this experience for people. And it's just like so many changes are being demanded, and I have faith that we will figure it out and we'll get there, but it's a lot to think through. And I was wondering, so we talked a little bit last time about NEVA, and I forget now what that stands for, but do you want to just kind of explain a little bit about how NEVA works and like what that means for you to be a part of them?
NEVA's been, I mean, just honestly, it's been just amazing. It's National Independent Venue Association, and I think there's 2,800 clubs now, independent clubs, venues, comedy clubs, and it's now become a thing where, they're trying to pass 2 bills to help venues. But more than that, it's been a place where we can go and find resources to how are we going to handle all this? How are we going to deal with this? And just to even talk to other venue owners, it's been amazing. I mean, just today I was trying to figure out how to deal with pricing cameras and on, having on shows inside our venue. And there was a one sheet there that I just found that was just, it's just a fountain of information, honestly. So, but it's also a movement, and it's making, live music. It's allowing people to see how important we are, how much money actually a show brings to other parts of the community, restaurants, jobs, hotels, whatnot. But NEVA,
that integration of all the social aspects of how we live, outside of our homes is really, it affects all the others for sure. So that's so cool. And I'm glad that you have that support. It's good to know you have other people who know exactly what it is and have figured some things out so you can work together.
People that didn't know what it was, and everyone put their heads together and said, okay, well, let's all just cry about this,
Right.
And then let's try to figure out what we could do. And it's been great to hear people's ideas and to be a part of that, and to have ideas to also, bring to the table. It's been really helpful.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, and good for you. I mean, I hear what you're saying about the GoFundMe. Like, it is hard to ask for help, but like, again, you had no idea this was going to take as long as it is taking, like we've canceled things for a while, hoping we could bring them back. And so it's like, everybody's kind of rewriting the future right now. We don't know what's normal. We don't know what we should expect. So I can definitely resonate with that. And just like your willingness though, to not just be like, well, I guess I'll go and find something else to do, but like the importance of this, that's another thing that I think is important to highlight. Like, what you do is important, like having a place for people to meet, a safe place to gather, meet new people, listen to music, like that's special. And I wonder, just even as you worked towards opening or like getting, getting the Ivy Room to where it is now, how did you kind of stay motivated and kind of put your heart into that effort? Like what kept you going and drove you?
Probably just what you said, the community. Honestly, we have strived to be a place from the beginning that everyone in the community could go to. We've been and it wasn't easy to kind of have all genres of music for such a small space. I mean, it's hard not to wave your flag out there in a sense, of who you are. But we tried not to be, a queer bar or a blues club or a punk rock bar. We wanted really to be a place for everybody, and we over the past few years succeeded. I mean, we have jazz shows in there, and it's a smaller space where you could see a Motorhead t-shirt of mine from when I was a kid, on the wall, and the jazz crowd, feels comfortable there, so it's the community, and maybe especially the queer community. They have found a great place to, there, and I hear a lot from people that it's a place they felt safe, they can go to, and they relied on it to see their friends and to feel happy. And I know that a lot of people are struggling right now. So having that space that we feel, has always been like a safe space, is why we keep doing it. Definitely. Yeah. And the music, I'm a huge music fan. So, seeing magic in there, it's something I can't wait to do again.
Yeah, this is kind of a left field question, so just springing it on you, but before you must love music in order to run a venue like this, but like, what does music mean to you? Do you miss hearing it live, kind of being in that environment of like it's coming at you, the speed of sound?
Yeah, I do. I used to go when I was a kid. I would drive up to the city as soon as I got my license, and I would go to the Warfield. And whether I had friends with me or not, I would go out there, and people that worked there thought I worked there, and they would just start letting me in because I would go to so many shows. It's what I breathe and live and love. And I've been in bands and did that side of things. But I just love seeing live music. I love music. I can't believe that, this is where I ended up and what I end up doing. Just being on, ultimately, I'm just a fan of music. And, if I wasn't working a show, I would be at a show, so, and when I was working a show, I was definitely a fan. I mean, I started here. I mean, I've worked at other venues, but in the city, the first venue I worked at was the Independent, and I still work there. They're my family, and I've been there since day one. And we have the best view. I'm the bar manager there. We have the best view of the shows, and literally we are dancing behind the bar every time there's a show. So
nice.
It's just, it's great to do it and be around what you love.
Absolutely. And you have to love it, I think, in order to do this work. It's not easy.
It's definitely a labor of love, but it's coming home and having that feeling. I just, I would tell my wife, like, I just went to church tonight. It was like it was, just that. I think I'm addicted to the feeling that music gives you. That's like, the most amazing emotion one of the most amazing ones. So
yeah, it's like it's a shared experience, and you're just like exploring the depth of your soul together,
Yeah, and when you are with other people and it's everyone's doing the same thing, there's nothing like it. I mean, you can't.
Awesome. I love that. I love just like being able to hear you talk about it and hear your heart. It just humanizes this whole experience, and I'm really glad that we can do something to help. And so I hope we can do a big something.
We do. Thank you.
Something for Lonnie. I just any creative solutions that you've kind of been working towards or been surprised by things that have come out of this, that was kind of encouraging.
Has anything, are there any surprises that have come? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I talked about trying to figure out live streaming, from Ivy Room. But are there any other kind of like surprises or like new things that you've thought of kind of reinventing the way you work from this? Again, this is another sort of left field question. It's just coming to me as we're talking, but
yeah, I mean, honestly, I've the last handful of months, I think we've been wrapping our heads around how we could kind of save the Ivy, and it's been a lot about banks and loans and just stuff like that. So I think I'm just starting to come out of that and be able to have some space for the creative side of the Ivy again.
Yeah.
But it's been every day job of I don't know. It's just, it hasn't been about the music, which has been tough. It's been more about who can we call? What can we do? How can we play, this and that, and trying to get bills down. And I mean, it's been a struggle. And I think just in the last month, I feel like I see the light of being able to be more creative and thinking about the Ivy. So I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Cool. Yeah. Well, and that's what money does, honestly. It frees you up to be creative. So I hope you get a lot, both from those loans and from just all the different endeavors that you're involved in and people participating tonight. And we're just thrilled to be part of it. And we want to be able to rejoice with you when these new breakthroughs happen with your story. So, but thanks for just like being here and continuing and listening to the music and chatting with us about all this. And look forward to an update.
Thank you.
So yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next time. Take care.
Right. Thank you. Thank you everybody for supporting. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Bye-bye. And let me add Heather back in here. Hi, Heather. I started to think as we were doing this for the Instagram live feed, I know they only like take this little sliver of the screen. So I was like, maybe it's better if it's just me and Lonnie on screen, and then we'll bring you back. So
I love it. It was great. Yeah.
Not to just like remove you or anything.
Oh, you're perfect. Yeah. I love that interview with Lonnie. And it's such a good reminder to open up a separate tab on your computer or wherever you're watching this, because we're going to be giving 40% of the donations to Ivy Room and then 60% of the donations to California Women's Music. And I believe the link to donate is going across the screen right now. So exciting. So Courtney, I don't know, do you think it's time to listen to some music?
I could sure go for some music.
I could
that'd be a great idea. Yeah.
I think it would be really fun. So up first, we have our very own Maayan, a San Francisco-based singer, songwriter, producer, and CFO of California Women's Music. And she built her name in New York City with grassroots, community-based movements, independent touring, and street performing, which is pretty cool. I am so excited to have you, Maayan. I can't wait for people to hear your music. Will you tell us a little bit about your first video and everything before we get started?
I just realized I was muted. Okay, so I'm going to say this again. So first of all, I'm just super happy and excited for Homebound Tour. And honestly, like Heather, it's been so cool working with you on all of this.
Same.
And with Courtney and Diana and Victoria. We have such a great team, and Isha. So yeah, to everyone that's watching, I am part of California Women's Music. As Heather was saying, I'm the CFO, and I basically am right hand to Victoria, our director. And I don't know, just again, listening to Lonnie right now, people, please open that tab and donate, because they need our help right now. California Women's Music, we have 2 active funds for COVID-19 relief, one for small businesses and one for artists. So if you are an artist or a small business that's in need of help, please go and do that. Yeah, so community is really important to me, obviously. That whole part of what I do is a big part in my life. But I also have my artist project, like you said, and I'm super passionate about what I do in terms of my songwriting, the album that I'm working on currently that I'm producing myself, and my work as a producer for other people. So
amazing.
a lot of exciting stuff.
Yeah. I honestly, too, you are so organized and such an amazing leader. I've been so honored to work with you, and I'm so excited for what is next for your music career. It's just so awesome. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm super excited to share today. Actually, you were asking me about that video.
The first video.
Yeah. So the first video is actually a very special footage right before the pandemic started. I was visiting in Israel, and I spent time in this amazing studio that two good friends of mine, brothers, have built. I actually met them in New York while I was busking. I used to do street performance and all that good stuff. And I found out later they live like literally 15 minutes from where my dad lives in Israel.
Oh my goodness.
How crazy is that?
That is crazy.
So they built this like awesome studio from the ground up with their hands. They're amazing musicians themselves. And they did a little, studio warming party performance. And I was lucky enough that the timing aligned, and I was there and I performed, and there were maybe 10 people in that room. Okay, no, actually probably more like 20. But besides those people, nobody's ever seen this footage. And
so this is an exclusive video.
Yes.
Oh, I am so excited. So awesome. And I think Courtney's going to play it for us, right?
Yeah, she's going to play it for us. And afterwards we can talk a little bit more about that. But I'm really excited for everyone to see it.
This is going to be great. I'm so excited. Looks like there's some technical
there's a little problem here. We can hear me. It looks nice. The setting is nice.
It looks beautiful. I was like, oh my gosh, that dress is everything. Stop it.
My God. So everyone just hang in tight. We're going to fix this issue and start from the beginning so that you can enjoy this set. Oh my God, Heather, what's going on?
There's always technical issues, right? But it's okay. I think that's the interesting thing about the COVID-19 world is adapting and going with the flow and not worrying about it. So, and it looks like I think Courtney's got it dialed up. So hopefully it'll work this time. So we're going to try it out, everyone.
I'm Yeah, okay, let's try it out. If not, I'm also going to try and share screen and see if that works.
Perfect. Yeah.
Cool.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Maybe I don't wanna feel like you do, but I do wanna know how you feel. I just don't want you to be all alone, and let's, darling, share your, even when it's hard. We're in this together, remember that. We're in this together when it's dark. I am your lightning, you won't thunder through this storm. I won't let you thunder through this storm alone. No, I won't let you thunder through this storm alone. You roll with the punches, you just keep on trucking. I can't just sit still and hang tight. No, I won't be able to do one more round of fables. You just gotta let me in on this fight, even when it's hard. We're in this together, remember that. We're in this together when it's dark. I am your lightning, you won't thunder through this storm alone. I won't let you thunder through this storm alone. No, I won't let you thunder through this storm alone. Please let me help you, I just wanna listen, I just wanna breathe out to you. Not to tell you where you're wrong, just share the heavy load and be on the same page with you. Even when it's hard, we're in this together. We're in this together when it's dark. I am your lightning, you will thunder through this storm alone. I won't let you thunder through this storm alone. No, I won't let you thunder through this storm alone. I won't let you wait. Been waiting for so long, not holding back, just finding my way home. The place where I begin. I take my breath and I'm alive again. And I've seen moments with a spark hand to hold in time of a smile, flying out the miles. In the dream, it's realized when we don't realize, just going through the motions as I take it in. And I've seen moments with a spark when the sun rises almost at dark. No, it's still ahead of us, the golden rush. The ship is rolling in, but we won't stay long. We raise the sails at the break of dawn. Two depths instead of the light, no less made by the home and the land to the west. Ship's rolling in, but we won't stay long. Raise the sails at the break of dawn. Two depths instead of the light, fly west into the night and train to roam. Guided by my code to find myself on a new mission. And learning as I go, starting to believe we may win the war in peace one day is done. And I've seen moments with a spark when the sun rises almost in the dark. No, it's still ahead of us, the golden rush. Thank you so much. All right, so the woes are your part. Okay, now you. One more time. Every time I sing that, you're gonna do that. Okay. Every night, different skyline, high and light. You stay on my mind, make me out of sight, but I keep you places that I've been with you, going through the party hills, pushing like I'm supposed to. Going through the party hills, pushing like I'm supposed to. Say, oh, 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 yeah. Oh, oh, oh. is where the heart is.
Thank you. That was such an awesome clap.
OMG. I was dancing and singing along. I don't know if anyone could see me dancing, but I was totally dancing like, oh, I got it. It's in my head. The thing about your songs are they're so catchy and singable and get stuck in your head. I love it. You're incredible. Oh, I think you're on mute.
Sorry.
I know. I always do this. I'm
Thanks,
terrible.
Heather. It means a lot coming from you. You know,
Oh, you're great.
you're a
Yeah.
talented songwriter and creator
Yes.
yourself. So when you say that, it holds a lot of value for me. Thank you.
And I love how you're bringing people together, and you've always been about that. You've always been about community and drawing people together with music. And I could really feel that energy in the room, you know, especially with that sing along. I'm like, yes, so epic. So epic.
I so miss, you know, being in a room with people and just the live interaction. So just for everyone that may have not heard the intro to this video, it was taken just shortly before the pandemic started. And this was the first time it's been broadcast. So only the people in that room, which are probably about 20 people, have seen this before. So this was totally new. So I'm really glad I got to share it here. And I want to give a shout out to Lagziland Studios, my good friends, Shai and Ziv in Israel. Thank you
really
for
special.
that. That was really cool. And we have an awesome studio. So yeah, I don't know how we're doing in terms of time.
Great. I think I have to do your second video. Will you intro it a little bit? Tell us a little bit about it, and yeah, we'll jump right into it.
So yeah, so about that second video, I recorded it here where I live, and it's actually so right as the pandemic started, I was in a very a fragile state and very early state in grief, grieving a dear friend. I could say God uncle, but you know, he's just been a very close friend of the family, Dennis Brewer, and I truly miss him. But that being said, there are so many people who are dealing with grief right now. Just, you know, with all of the losses because of the pandemic, and also just not just losing someone, but even just losing life as you know, it can be almost like a grieving process. And I think that collectively around the world, we're kind of going through that a little bit. So it's going to be a sad song, but just know that I'm okay. But yeah, I'm really happy to share it. Not many people have heard it yet, so here it is.
I'm so excited. Can't wait to hear it.
Sitting in a room, looking at your face in my mind's eye. What you said, you smile as you look up, your eyes said, oh. Sitting by a round table, staring at your seat, there's a vacancy. No one else will ever fill that seat. No one else could ever fill that watching us all go off. Emotion roller coaster taking me. If you were here, what you have said. If you were here, what you have done. Ferries moving slowly, my heart is sinking deep beneath the waves. Remember you were driving, knew you couldn't see me when I waved. Of course you waved right back somehow. You and I, we knew each other well. Are you out there surfing with the wind? Are you that bird on the window pane? No one else will ever have your face. No one else should know this time and space. If you were, what you have said. Yeah, if you were here, what you have done. Can't understand this. The pain's not fading, and I can't turn back time. Can't understand this. The pain's not fading, and I can't turn back time. I won't accept it. The pain's not fading, and I can't turn back time. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I'm not crying. You're crying. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh my gosh. Whew. Wow. I feel like that's the type of music people really need to hear right now. You know, that line, I can't turn back time. That's just, I was just like, oh, so good.
I'm sorry.
I can't get my words together. I'm just like, oh,
I mean,
that is
honestly,
beautiful.
I feel like, thank you so much. I feel like it's really important, for people to be able to also experience those emotions, and not bottle them in. And I feel like sometimes when you're grieving, there's just not, words they're not enough to explain this type of void and this type of, and everyone processes differently. But for me, I feel like that song really captures the best that feeling, at least my feeling
and
of
I
it.
love
but
that you
I
have
just want
music to be able to process, and it's almost like therapy, to have music. That's how I feel, at least,
Oh yeah, it definitely is therapy. And yeah, so I hope if there's anyone out there that is feeling, that type of vibe, stay strong, and time does help, and that's why we need a community and to stay in touch, even if it's online. Really, really super important. And I'm so happy that we have California Women's Music to bring people together and do these really awesome events and hangouts and Zoom chats and webinars and all those good things. And don't forget to donate, everyone. The benefit is going to be for Ivy Room and the California Women's Music funds. But I guess I said it all. I don't know.
Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah. So you have a third video. Why don't you tell us a little bit about where you recorded it and a little bit about it, a little teaser for us.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to share this third video because it was made by Music City Hit Factory.
Yes, I've heard of them. So cool. What an awesome opportunity.
I know. They are a super cool organization. They honestly have supported me so much as an artist and California Women's Music. They have provided backline for our actual concerts before the pandemic.
Wow.
They constantly support people in the local community and beyond in terms of booking. They're creating opportunities for gigs. They're creating opportunities for streaming. They have actually, now I also participated not that long ago in their lockdown sessions.
Oh my gosh.
They're doing
lockdown
that
sessions?
I know.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen that, they do that on the first Friday of every month. I think it's on the first Friday. Yeah. Okay. I hope it's not the last. Okay. Double check on their pages,
okay.
But the really cool thing that they have going on right now, why I thought it would be cool to share. So this was actually in South by Southwest. So they sponsored the Balanced Breakfast. Everyone that's watching is probably also aware of Balanced Breakfast, another amazing community-centric organization that we often collaborate with as well. And we're super grateful for all the community from that we get to meet through them and everything that they do to facilitate our community. But yeah, so they, Music City had sponsored the Balanced Breakfast. They were one of the sponsors, Balanced Breakfast Showcase. Sorry, my S's are switching. And during South by Southwest in Austin, and I was part of that showcase. And they offered to do this really cool session. They have their Music City sessions, and they basically filmed me playing one of my songs on the back of this bicycle ride. You know, how the people that ride those bikes and take you around town in these little carriages bikes.
That is so fun.
Anyhow,
how did you? Okay, so how did you keep your composure doing that? I would be like laughing or something. I don't know.
It was not easy, like, because it was bumpy too. So as we were going, I was like, like my voice jumped a little bit, but they managed to do it in one. Like, we managed to get one good take that was like
amazing.
And they have amazing people, amazing crew that they work with, so they really know what they're doing. Another really cool thing that I want to say is that I've been really, really missing, because primarily they have rehearsal rooms, you know, for people to go practice. And before the pandemic, they just started renovating. But now they actually partnered with the hotel right above the Music City Hotel, and they're doing a takeover where they're sanitizing all those hotel rooms that they dedicated for music practice. They brought all the equipment, and they're sanitizing every single thing from the amps to the drums. Mask
love it.
mandatory, reservation only. Basically, what I'm trying to say, they made it safe again to go and rehearse. So for the San Francisco community and the Bay Area
Amazing.
community, get your practice back. I'm excited to go. I started taking drum lessons with Oakland Drum School.
You are so cool. I'm sorry. You're way too cool
It's
for
so
me.
much fun to start a new instrument at this point. But anyhow, so I've been missing, having a rehearsal space to go to, and specifically that I want to practice the drums. Anyhow, shout out to Music City. Way to use the song that I'm performing. Yeah, let's watch it.
All right, awesome. Can't wait.
I was laying in my bed at night when it dawned on me. Something's changed in me, and I'm ready now. Compass in my home, colors can't hit. Clock strikes go, it's time to leave. Forget the plans. Preconceived ideas, voices shape my life. My way to you. Traveled one that I breathe. No fear, wears masks and predators, jumping out the woods. Don't you know, baby, they're not real. Skies, but they also they will die, my love. Oh, my way to you. Oh, open roads lead me straight to you. Oh, oh, oh,
Oh my gosh, that was insane.
Wait, hold on. The video wasn't done.
Oh, it wasn't done? Oh, dang it.
Oh my goodness.
There's a little part. Was there a part at the end?
Can we play that real quick?
Oh, dang it. Let's play it, Courtney. Come on. That's cool. So it shows a little peek into what hit music.
So basically, Music City, Hit Factory.
Music City. Hit Factory. There we go.
Where credit is due. You know, they made this video and it's freaking awesome. And yeah, they support us. Awesome. We support them. So it's really cool that even that now things are not open, we're still creating community. And
that's right.
For any artist that's out there that is looking to get back into practice in a safe way, just look them up and get your practice started. And
where can we keep in touch with you if people want to find out more about your music? Where can we stay connected with you?
Thanks. It's Maayan Official, as you can see on Instagram and Facebook at Maayan Official, and then the same thing for my website, maayanofficial.com. And I have a lot of exciting things coming up, releases and whatnot. So keep in touch. And if you want to perform or be part of California women's music in any sort of way, you can reach out to info@cwmnp.com, and either myself or Victoria or Courtney, someone will get back to you and we'll try to get you in the mix. We'll just get you in the mix.
We'll get you in the mix.
We'll get you in there. Thank you so much for everything you do, Heather and Courtney. Yeah. I'm really excited for B.Ankha's set. She's coming up now, I know. And everyone, Command Sisters, Katie Garibaldi. Oh my God.
Ariane. We have quite a lineup. It's gonna be epic. But before before everybody does that, make sure you open up a separate tab and donate to everything that California Women's Music is doing in Ivy Room. We want to raise money for them so we can keep giving back to artists and venues that are getting hit really hard during COVID-19. So you can donate at the link that is going across the screen below.
/Homebound Tour. Let's support each other.
Yeah, for sure. So it's been pretty cool that you guys have been putting this on, and so many cool artists have come through this. It's awesome. So, but
shout out before I go to our amazing founder, Victoria Fitzgerald. She's not here with us today, but she has founded the nonprofit in 2014. And ever since, so many amazing women have come together. And thank you, Victoria, for everything that you do.
Yes. Thank you, Victoria. So amazing. Thank you so much.
Bye. Stay tuned, everyone. Bye.
Bye. We'll see you. Awesome. Up next, you guys, this is super exciting. We have B.Ankha, an exciting singer-songwriter, producer from the Bronx. And in just 1 year, she's gotten over 200,000 streams, and her fan base just keeps growing. And I just love her energy and her vibe and what she's about. So I think Courtney's going to bring her on with me. B.Ankha, hey!
Hi.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited you're here, and I can't wait to hear your set. It's going to be so awesome. But before we do that, I just wanted to talk to you about kind of your songwriting process. I love that you started writing when you were 13 and started recording when you were 16. That is so crazy. I totally did as well. That's when I got my start with music. Yeah. So I was like, yes. Wow. And what encouraged you to start writing music so young? Was there a person or was there something that got you started with music?
Well, I'm not going to lie. The other day, I just realized I never mentioned in my interviews that I actually kind of got inspired by Tori Kelly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
YouTube and like her old videos.
Yes.
She literally makes songs from scratch, like the beat all the way to the vocals, and she shows the finished product. And from that, I feel like that's when I started teaching myself how to play the keyboard, and I started writing music. So
that's so cool. So Tori Kelly was the one who kind of inspired you to get started. I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
She's an inspiration for sure that she's such a good guitarist and all of it. I'm like,
vocals are sick.
Insane. Yeah. And what advice would you give to young songwriters just getting started out? Like, what would your biggest advice be for them?
My biggest advice, and I say this because I wish somebody would have told me sooner, but don't think about structure. Just let it all out. Whatever you hear, whatever you feel, just let it all out first. You can structure it later. Like you can't stop the editing part. Like you can't stop and start editing it if you're not even really done. Like get the full, vibe out first.
Yes, I love that.
I definitely struggled with it was periods of time where I'm like focusing so much on the structure, I'm not even really getting the idea out, and then I'm kind of over it.
Right.
So, now I just wasted all that time when I could have just let it flow and not stop it,
Exactly.
So,
yeah. Because you don't want to stop. You don't want to stop the fire hose when it's coming. When you get the inspiration, you got to get it all out. And I love that. Then you come back and edit. That's super cool.
Exactly.
I love it. So do you produce your own music or do you collaborate with other producers? What is that kind of process like?
I actually have producers that send me beats or whatever the case is, and I write to those. That's
awesome.
It, yeah.
That's really great. Yeah. And so we're in the pandemic and everything, everybody's kind of getting hit in different ways. So I want to ask the artists about this. What's the biggest challenge right now for music for you? Or have you found yourself being more creative with the downtime?
I actually think that the pandemic was like a blessing in disguise, kind of, because I feel like I kind of got trapped. Like, how I felt like I got trapped in a room and I'm just like, I have to do something. And especially me, like I'm a Capricorn, so I'm like a workaholic. So like I always need to be doing something. Like I just can't not be doing something. So I felt like it put me in I had some struggles, I'm not gonna lie, but it kind of put me in like a creative space where I felt like, okay, let me just try like different things I've never done before. Like in the beginning of the quarantine, I did like little music videos at home off my phone. And I edited them and I put them out with a little tape that I put out for the pandemic, and it's on B.Ankha.com. So it's like, it kind of put me in a space where I'm like, no, I just got to keep going. Like I can't stop.
Yep.
I cannot stop.
I feel the same way. I sort of did the same thing with my music. I'm like, so I broke down a little bit at first, I'm not going to lie. And I'm like, ugh. And then I'm like, okay, what can I do? I can record, I can create videos like you said. So good for you. Like, I'm so proud of you that you have just kept going and you haven't stopped. And I can tell just from listening to your music, I'm like, your music is really high quality. It's really, really good. So yeah, just to encourage you. All right. I think Courtney has your
so excited
video. I know. I can't wait. So we're going to mute our microphone so that Courtney can get that playing here.
Hey guys, I go by the name of B.Ankha, and I will be performing on the Homebound Virtual Tour. I want to give a big shout out to all the artists performing on the bill, and also let you know that my songs that I will be performing are available on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play. All you have to do is type in my name, B.Ankha. I'm 22 years old from the Bronx, New York, and I've been singing since I was about 13 years old. I'm now 22 years old. I have influences like Amy Winehouse or Mary J. Blige, but I'll probably describe myself somewhere around a Rihanna, Beyonce, Keisha Cole kind of vibe. That's pretty much me and my sound. So I hope you enjoy the show.
And I said, I like the way you do it, like And I said I like the way. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Like a passion I've been holding in. I don't even know where to begin. No. Time has a way of showing it. And I ain't never get too close to this. Feeling too real, I can't fake it. It's getting harder to face it. What you be doing to me? Oh boy, what you be doing to me? I get all these butterflies when I lay my eyes on you. Woo. Loving what I feel inside, about to take a risk on you. Do you mind if I tell you? Wanna see you when I wake up. You see me with no makeup. Feeling weak to my knees when you with my presence. Feeling like I need you. I don't wanna just please you. Hey, cause I'm in the right state of mind. Should've been on that type of time. Do what you're doing and treat me stupid. You will be mine and all mine. Treat me like a queen, yo. When you do that thing, yo. And I said I like the way you do it, like that. And I said I like the way you do it, like that. I said I like the way. Yeah, I like it. Ha. And I said I like the way. Yeah, I like it. Let me talk to you. Like the way you're pushing on me stronger. Never hesitated so long. When I get a chance to take you home, you ain't never gonna leave me alone. And I promise it, you could just be my new healer. Make me become a believer. Just take my soul, be my savior. Want you to know that I like the way. Like the way you do it, like that. And I said I like the way. Like the way you do it, like that. And I said I like the way. Yeah, I like it. And I said I like the way. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it, yeah.
I'm keeping some of that. That's the shit I want.
Yeah, everything. I figure I can keep it.
I am not incapable of doing things you're doing to me. It ain't safe, you know, to make me believe you were the one I needed. I never that you needed me. It's so hard to choose what to do. Listen till I get my step back up on the flats. I know just what to do. What did I expect? Had me with my name. I'm going hard for you. Had me thinking, what did love do? I'm so capable of doing what I want to do. But I choose not to get into. This just got me sprung out. I'm just high, I'm out my mental. That's what I've been through. What did I get into? This just got me sprung out. I'm just high, I'm out my mental. That's what I've been through. I only let myself down. I counted myself out, threw myself to the wolf and let him chew me up and spit me. What the fuck was that about? Got me going round in circles. I can no longer pretend. The same person love is a hurt, going over and over again. Going over and over and over again. Type of shit make you wanna commit a murder. I can say fuck love, but I can say fuck the love that you've given. Cause no, I ain't with it. What did I get into? This just got me sprung out. I'm just high on my mental. That's what I'm into. what did I get into? This just got me sprung out. I am my mental. That's what I'm into. Wake up feeling like it's a phase. I got temptation running off of my fingertips. The hardest part is that you one text away. One text away would say everything's okay. But I don't want to do that no more. I already been through it before. I don't want to be here no more. I didn't know, just close that door. I hear her crying out right now for me. But it's also bleeding out the other side because of me. And I know it's hard to live it, but you gotta face it. And I know that it's hard to quit, but it's the reason you're breaking. I know it's hard to live it, but you gotta face it. And I know that it's hard to quit, but I don't wanna I hear her crying out for me, but it's also bleeding out the other side. I become ugly, so someone that I cannot let go. Turned away the one who I love the most. Just because the bad habits I couldn't let go. I already been through this before. I don't want to be here no more. I didn't know, just close that door. I hear her crying out for me. But it's also bleeding out on the other side because of me. And I know it's hard to live it, but you gotta face it. And I know that but it's the reason you're breaking. But you gotta face it. And I know that it's hard to quit, but it's the reason you're breaking. Yeah. I don't wanna be here no more. Right now for me. Bleeding outside of me. Hey, yeah. I didn't know, just close that door. Crying out right now for me, but it's also bleeding out the other side because of me. Because of me. The other side because of me. I said I'm tired of giving a gift. I said I'm tired of giving a gift. Would you be in the same position you don't be giving all the shit that I'm giving? I said I'm tired of giving a gift. It could all be simple, but you wanna make it hard. I'm 10 feet deep in this time, I think you ain't nothing left for me to say, so I say sorry for the wait. Pay attention on the lesson, listen, you can feel all the words when I say that okay. Hold up, let me get a minute now. Say, oh, wait. You won't have to let me finish now. You better turn around and spit it out, cause I ain't about to let you in it now. Spin it round, better simmer down. Spin it round, better. I said I'm tired of giving a gift. I said I'm tired of giving a gift. Would you be in the same position you don't be giving all the shit that I'm getting? I said I'm tired of giving a gift. It's a give and take when you're in a game. And I'm giving my all, you ain't giving the same. I put it all on pause and needed it that way. Cause how many more times am I gonna have to say? Giving it, oh, I'm tired. Giving it, when you be in the same position, don't be giving all the shit that I'm giving. I said I'm tired of giving and giving. But no, I ain't going to town yet. And I'ma keep you pressed till you feel me. Straight up in your mind if you recognize. Drop you like a dime with the funny shit. Yeah. I said I'm tired, hey. You be in the same position, don't be giving all the shit that I'm giving. I said I'm tired of giving and giving.
Well, she used to.
Said I'm a bad bitch. Do it better than you, never average. Said I'm a bad bitch. I used to be a good girl. Can't let it get inside my head. Oh yeah, this understood, girl. Now all I know is gotta get it. I disconnected with people, same type of grind, and they never would do me wrong. I disconnected myself from situations that I don't know what to get on. I look myself in the mirror, or use a bad bitch, you got it going on. Took all the time that I needed to myself, yeah, I had to take control. Put the pen to the past, and you know how I give it up. I might just kill it once. I take all the pity for someone who needed it up. I never need no love. I ain't stuck up in my ways, dealing with the things they used to do it before. Everybody play the role, everything, no change, gon' change us. But I'm okay, yeah, I'm getting paid. Do it on my own, another day, go to waste. I'm okay, but what they gon' say, I don't need your opinions, do it my own way. The mirror on the wall, tell me who the baddest is. Tell me to come off, you don't wanna say shit off. Separate the real from the fake you love. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me who the baddest bitch. Tell me to come off, you don't wanna say shit off. Separate the real from the fake you love. Save all your words for somebody who wanna hear it. I'm knowing nothing, no nothing, I know you know the feeling. Don't take it deep enough. Selfish state, gotta take everything I ever gave. Why you be fucking with all my demons that I put you on to one of you? Use it against me, every situation I done seen all this shit before. If you can take the heat, fuck about the kitchen, finish on all the stuff. Putting myself first, that's my word. Difference I'm talking about, I feel a bigger picture so there ain't no confusion. Bad bitch when I step in the room, ain't denying that I really do this. Yeah, you know, I really do it. No, I ain't stuck up in my ways dealing with the bullshit. I just come full circle 360, now you jacking the movement. Told you I'm okay, yeah, I'm getting paid. Do it on my own, not a day go to waste. I'm okay, fuck what they gon' say. I don't need your opinions on my own way. The mirror, tell me who the baddest bitch. Don't mean to come off, you don't wanna say shit off. Separate the real from the fake you love. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me who the baddest bitch. Don't mean to come off, you don't wanna say shit off. Set it up, set it up, set it up. Said I'm a bad bitch. Do it better than you, never average. Said I'm a bad bitch. Do it better than you, never average. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. B.Ankha, that was incredible. Oh my gosh. Tell me about your crew who is there helping you shoot. Do you have like 3 different guys in there helping you shoot everything? That was so epic. And I love your energy performing live. Do you miss performing live right now?
Part of being an artist. Literally, my favorite part of being an artist is performing. So once the pandemic hit, that killed me.
I know.
I lost so many opportunities. But now it's kind of picking up just a tad. So I'm good on that, you know?
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. And okay, so I love your mantra. I read your bio and I was like, I was reading through what your mantra is, shaking the block when I step on it. Expand on what that means to you
so
and how you're doing that with your
that's
music.
kind of like, I'm from the Bronx, so that's kind of like slang, you know, shaking the block. So it's like wherever I'm at, you're gonna know of my presence. You know what I'm saying? Like whether if I'm performing or I'm just there, me just B.Ankha, regular B.Ankha. Like you're gonna know my presence when I step in the room, on the location, at the spot, like whatever.
I love it. You have such an empowerment with your songs and like self-confidence. And I think that's such a powerful thing, especially with like women artists, is to have that self-confidence and have that like, listen, I don't care what you have to say. Your opinion does not matter. It doesn't make me who I am. And that's powerful. And that comes through in your music. So just to encourage you, like, keep going after that.
I appreciate that. Because I feel like that's what I want. Like I want people to feel it. Like yeah, like I'm okay. Like I'm
awesome. Yeah.
Like I'll be all right. Like everybody goes through things, you know what I'm saying? So you're never alone.
Yes.
There's always somebody that's going through the same thing, or even if they're going through something different, everybody's still going through something. So it's like you could get past it. That's really all that matters. And that's what I want people to feel like you're fine.
Yeah. And that's the cool thing about music is it can help you feel empowered. You can turn on a song and all of a sudden maybe you were feeling kind of insecure or afraid of what people think, but then you turn on the song and you're like, oh no, I've got this. You know, I can do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what I feel when I listen to your music. So good job. And so I also read in your bio that you've had over 200,000 streams in a year. That's a huge accomplishment as an artist. Can you speak a little bit to that and what effort it took you to get to that place?
Well, it definitely, the number one thing I'm going to say it takes is patience.
Oh, absolutely.
Patience, because you have to work and you have to be dedicated. Like you have to want it. Like you have to need it, really.
Yes.
You need it. Like it's something like you wake up every day and that's just the only thing that's on your mind. Like that's just, you need it no matter what, any time of the day. And I feel like when you're in that headspace, you're just focused, like you're good. You can just keep going. And that's really what it took for me. Like I had to just keep working and just keep, no matter, you know how they say kick down doors, take a bunch of roles, whatever the case is, you know? So I just really like, it's not that I don't really want to say I don't care, because I really don't want to say that, but it's kind of like I believe enough to be like, I'm just going to keep doing this. Like nobody's stopping me until I get where I feel like I want to be.
And okay, you are 22 years old.
Yes.
And you have such a bright future ahead of you that you're already this far ahead in your career at such a young age. I'm so excited to see what happens with you and with your music. And I'm following you on all the things. Can you tell other people where they can stay connected with you, like social media, all the things?
Okay, so on social media, Instagram, you could follow me _ just like my name there, _ B.Ankha. And you could download any of my music, stream my music on Google Play, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube, same name, B.Ankha. And you're definitely going to know about it.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for sharing your light and your music and just who you are with us today. And yeah, everybody go follow her right now because she's probably going to blow up. I'm just going to be honest with you. So
I actually wanted to give a quick shout out to up and coming nonprofit group that I was working with.
Awesome. Yeah, go for it.
TOC. And we actually do like give it back to the community, like the Bronx in particular, like our community where we grew up, and like nobody's really doing that at the moment. So I feel like when they were actually out asking for volunteers, and I'm like, I have to jump on that opportunity because it's like, this is where I'm from. Like we have to start making some type of change. So it's like,
I love it.
Really, 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 really they warm my heart. So also
GBTOC.
Yes, GBTOC. You can follow them on Instagram at GBTOC Corps.
Awesome.
Follow them on Instagram. And they have a lot of dope things going on.
Awesome.
Like you said, everybody could open up another tab and donate.
Donate, you guys. Don't forget to donate, because literally today, 40% is going to the Ivy Room, which is a women-owned music venue, super cool venue in the East Bay. And then also to California Women's Music. And California Women's Music is doing so much for artists, venues, creatives in the industry right now. So we really want to support what they're doing. And thanks for being a part of this today, B.Ankha, and just giving your time.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Just keep shining bright, girl. You're going to do amazing things. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to keep tuned in, but have a good one.
Awesome. So have a good one. Wasn't that incredible? I mean, so inspiring. 22 years old. So crazy. I'm just like blown away by the young musicians that are up and coming in the music scene. It's just so cool. So up next, you guys, this is so exciting. So up later on in the show, we're going to have Command Sisters and Katie Garibaldi, but up next is Ariane Cap. And Ariane Cap is really, really awesome. I've been listening to some of her music, and she has a blog that she's been running. She's a best-selling author, educator, multi-instrumentalist, and a brilliant composer from Austria. And so I'm really excited to talk to her and hear her music and introduce you to her. So Courtney, will you bring her on? Hello. Ariana, right?
Yes, that's it. You got it. You said it right. Now, most people don't, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I know. I always want to make sure to get people's names right because it makes all the difference, you know?
It does.
Thank you so much for being on the show today. This is really, really exciting. And just digging into some of your music, I'm like, you're incredible. You're like a bass master.
Well, thank you. I have fun, I have to say.
Yeah, you've been featured on so many magazines and things. What got you started with playing the bass?
It's a long story. I'm in a way a very atypical musician. I didn't play in bands when I was a teenager. I was totally into classical music. And, when I was 18, I went to America. I'm from little Austria, Innsbruck, Austria, in the Alps in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. Very pretty, though, very beautiful.
Very pretty.
Spick and span and very nice. And I went to America and I was hanging out in Harvard Square playing music with the musicians there. And because I had a classical education, it was like, let's jam, and I was just thriving and I absolutely loved it. And that's when I got into other styles of music. And then it's just been a whirlwind since then. I tried to do something else many times in my life. I tried to be a psychologist for a while. I tried to be a biologist. Actually, I have a degree, I have a master's of science, but music kept calling me back. So
music kept calling you back. I love that. That's so great. What, especially right now in the pandemic, have you stayed busy with music? Have you been collaborating with anyone? Have you been writing your own music? Or I know you're doing so many things with like your blog. What have you been up to?
Well, insofar talking about work, I've lost some work. I was supposed to be in the Bay Area at SF Jazz. I was supposed to teach at a women's camp, which is one of my highlights every year. I love doing that. That's always my March. And I was supposed to be in Philadelphia teaching bass boot camp, so I lost a bunch of gigs and teaching opportunities. But I was really fortunate in many ways because I've been online for a very long time. I've been teaching online. I've been doing seminars. I've been doing one-on-one teaching. So I could just really sink my teeth into that. I also helped a lot of fellow musicians, because a lot of my musician friends, I have been telling them, you should try online. It really works. There's actually perks and
Right.
things that you can't do one-on-one that you can do if you do it right. And I've always tried to, and now when the pandemic hit, they really had a reason. They're like, Ari, remember when you told me? And I'm like, yes, I do what you need. So, so it's been really hard. I know some of my musician friends are really super hard hit. And I'm just really happy that, we have this technology these days. I mean, imagine this happening like 10 years earlier or something.
It's true.
It's really cool. Yeah.
I love that.
So that's what I've been mostly doing. I'm sorry?
Yeah. I love that you've been able to do that, and that you were already set up for success and doing the online thing so that you could be set up for this season,
No, that's been like a really helpful thing. But what I also did, like one of the first things that when it happened, I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to gig. And I felt I felt like I can't, like, what am I going to do? So what I did was I reached out to one of my favorite bands that I play with in the Bay Area. They're called Girls Got the Blues. And I said, what if we did like a really wild collaboration via phone? Everybody put up your iPhones. I'm going to make a track with just scratch drums and the bass. And so everybody did it, and I mixed it together. I made a black blog post out of it, so that's all online. And I've done quite a few of those actually since
I know I've seen some of those. Yeah, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
I know. I think that's the cool thing right now is you can collaborate with anyone from any part of the country or around the world digitally. And I think I've just tapped into that, and I'm really grateful actually, because it's expanded my collaboration world. I used to only do things in Sacramento, but now I'm like, oh no, I can work with anyone through Zoom or whatever.
Where's B.Ankha from? Is she mentioned
she's from the Bronx. Yeah.
Oh, is she still living there?
Yeah, she's still in the Bronx.
So. Yeah, well, that was props to her. That was a really cool performance.
Wasn't that cool?
If you don't have like 50 people, faces, eyes, or more.
I know.
So big props to her. That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch your set. Will you tell us a little intro about what your video is about and what songs you chose and everything?
Sure, totally. So I'm a bass player, and that means usually I play with bands, right? But you guys had no backing tracks. So what I also do, another big part of my life, is solo bass. So I play just bass and looper.
Incredible.
And do crazy stuff that typically a bass player doesn't get to do. Now get me right, I love grooving, I love laying it down a great groove, but all this solo bass stuff where I get to play 6-string or other kinds of basses is just really fun for me. And usually when you travel, it's always, which bass am I going to take? Which one do I have to leave at home? And now I'm like, I can just play whatever I want.
I love that.
Really fun, yeah. So I took full advantage of that. I don't think I play this. Well, maybe I use one bass twice, but that's been really fun. So thank you for the opportunity, and I love the Ivy Room. I love what you guys do. So I was just really thrilled. And when we're talking about doing things online, I've done teaching, I've done seminars, but I've never done streaming. So right now I'm streaming live from my Facebook. So I'm really proud of myself.
Amazing. Yay, good job. I know it's all a learning curve, and we are learning too, so I'm grateful that you're here and you're such a talented musician, and I can't wait for people to hear you. So Courtney, will you take it away? We're going to mute our microphones, and then she's going to play your video. So much fun.
Okay. Welcome. I'm Ariane Cap, and I'm here to play some bass for you. And this is me and a couple of my buddies here, providing some grooves and bass music. So all I do is gonna be live. I'm using some tools, like right now my looper's helping me out. It's all gonna be live, and I hope you enjoy it. This tune is called Coming Home Baby. Since we're homebound, and this series is called Homebound, I thought that'd be a good opener. And the next one I'm going to do is a Stevie Wonder tune. Switch basses for that. You know, I miss your eyes. I just want you to know that. When you're in a playing situation, usually there's always this back and forth. Now, I'm quite used to talking to the camera because I do a lot of online seminars, and sometimes I have a couple of hundred people there and there's a chat going by, but I see some words maybe, but I don't see the eyes, and the eyes tell you so much about where people are you reaching them, are you connecting, and it's just different through a screen. So I want that screen to be gone and I want to be in the same room with you. It shrunk in the wash. I'm going to do a Randy Newman tune, You've Got a Friend in Me from Toy Story. So these U-bases are so much fun because you don't even have to plug them in. You can just have them sitting in the corner and you will pick it up and you're going to start playing it because they're just so inviting. These are rubber strings. They're rubbery, and that makes for this really super soft sound with the attack. I experimented for a while a little bit with tapping these basses, and it almost sounds like a moog. Listen, here's a little detail I wrote. So that's my little Kala bass. And moving right along into the next bass, let me pick up the 6th string. So this next tune that I want to do is a tune that was inspired by squirrels. In my old house in the Bay Area, we had all these wires in the garden, you know, from electricity and, you know, internet and what have you. And it was always full of squirrels because they would go this way and that way. And, you know, it was like a really busy highway. So it was super fun to watch them. And they inspired me to write this tune. And when I was recently in Brazil, I introduced this tune in Portuguese. It's called Esquilo no Fio. So much fun, those squirrels. I'm going to turn it down a little bit with some jazz for you. This is a jazz standard called Stella. Stella by Starlight. It's a real pleasure to be part of the Homebound series. California Women's Music is a wonderful organization that is dedicated to music education and performance venues and pop-up concerts. And they have partnered with the Ivy Room, as I understand it, to help that venue survive. So right now, obviously, for performers, for venues, for organizations that deal with the arts, it's been a pretty rough stretch. So I'm really happy to be helping and supporting them this way by taking part of the Homebound series. Please consider donating, support your favorite artists, support your favorite venues, and California Women's Music are a wonderful organization. So you know that your dollars will be used in a way that really benefits the artists directly or indirectly through education and through saving those venues. So with this piece, I'm going to take you to a little bit of a journey through the times. There will be a little bit of disco and a little bit of Bach. Enjoy. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to stay in touch, I'm at arispacblog.com. Books out, courses out, online training for bass music, practicing methods. And I hope that the music in your life gives you joy and buoys you during this time. It's been a real pleasure being part of the event for California Women's Music. And please, again, if you're in the position to do so, donate to the benefit of California Women's Musician as well as the Ivy Room. Thank you. Cheers.
Oh my goodness. I am mind blown right now. I literally said in our chat, you guys didn't get to see this, but in our chat, I was like, I really wish I was at a music venue right now, sipping on a Moscow Mule and listening to this music, because that was incredible. Okay, so just to end up our time here, tell us how long you've been playing bass, because I feel like to get to this level, you have to be playing for a while.
Well, yeah, no, I've been playing for a minute for sure. And
for a minute.
I also get really obsessed with things. You know, I've had like stretches in my life where I was like practicing for 10 hours and whatnot. And I have very diverse influences. I had amazing teachers and, you know, great schooling and, you know, been studying with some really great people. So yeah, I have fun. And, you know, there's a part of me that just, I just do whatever I like on the instrument. And that's been quite a revelation to just allow myself to do that, you know?
Yeah, it's magical. And it's really entertaining with just the bass. I never thought that I would know that, but
yeah,
you are captivating to watch and to listen to. So thank you so much for being here and for being a part of this amazing benefit show.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it without you, and we're just grateful for what you brought to the show today. Go ahead and plug anything that you have coming up or your social media where people can get in touch with you.
Sure. My main hub, I would say, is my blog. That's arispacblog.com, just like the Instagram, just with .com at the end. I'm on Facebook. I have a page there with CapCat Bass. I have practice groups starting. I have a second book coming out. We have lots of stuff going on. So if you'd like to be informed, arispacblog.com, and just subscribe there to the newsletter and you'll be in the know.
So amazing. Well, thank you so much again.
Thank you for having me.
Shining your beautiful light into the world. And I really hope that we can have a jam session sometime.
Definitely.
Because I would,
yes.
I would be a little in over my head in your jam session, but
we'll just
have fun. Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, all the best to you and your adventures. And
thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And all the best to the Ivy Room. Thank you what you guys are doing, and looking forward to watching Katie now.
I know. I can't wait. So awesome. Well, awesome. Thank you, viewers, for sticking around, for watching this. And if you would like to, if you're loving what you're hearing, share it on your Facebook page. The more people that can see this, the more help it can allow us to give to the Ivy Room, an amazing woman-run venue in the East Bay, and California Women's Music. We can donate to what they're doing there. If you guys see the link below, you can donate. Just open up a separate tab and donate to bit.ly/Homebound Tour. And you can give $5, $10, $20, whatever you can afford. Every little bit helps. And it all goes to musicians and woman-owned venues. I mean, every little bit makes a difference. So yeah, just thank you so much for watching the show and sharing it with your people. Every little bit helps. And up next, you guys, we're going to hear from Katie, Garibaldi, and Command Sisters later. So stick around. We have a great show to continue. So I'm going to bring on Katie now. I think Courtney's going to bring her on for me. Katie!
Hi!
Hi! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to talk to you today. Thank you so much for being here, for giving up your time and your talents to help us raise some money. Yeah. I was just reading through your bio, and oh my goodness, girl, you're an independent artist. You're an award-winning independent artist, barrier-breaking, accomplished singer-songwriter and producer based in California. And you've won a bunch of songwriting competitions. And I would just love to hear a little bit of how you've done all this. I mean, just being independent. So crazy.
Well, thank you. I would say I am independent, but independent doesn't necessarily mean an island. You know, I'm so grateful that I've had so many supporters, and I met people all over. I'm based in the San Francisco Bay Area, but there's a lot of people in Nashville who I've met who are friends of mine who've helped me out promoting shows when I play there and promoting interviews and stuff like that. So I'm definitely grateful for all the support. And yeah, I started really young, so I've been doing it for a while, and music is just the love of my life.
Yeah. So when did you get started with the music, and what kind of inspired you to pick up your first instrument?
I would say I've been singing like since I can remember, since I was a kid. And it's always just been something like inside of me that I've always wanted to hum melodies and make up songs. And but and I just really started like pursuing songwriting, I think, more seriously when I started playing guitar, which was around 11, 12 years old. So I was still quite young, and wrote throughout middle school and high school, and that's when I started performing, and just fell in love with it.
I love it. That is so cool. So young to pick up guitar. That's amazing. Okay, so you've gotten a lot of accolades, especially within like the past year, for like songwriting competitions and things like that. Tell us about some of the awards you've won and how that's helped you as a songwriter.
Some of the latest ones have actually been for my music videos. So I've gotten those from like film festivals.
Which is cool.
Yeah, it's been such a fun experience because it's like a whole different world of film. I mean, it's creating people, but in different ways. And it's been a chance for me to expose my music to a different audience. And so that's been a whole like creative outlet for me, just with the music video world, and kind of like pouring my ideas into that. And yeah, it's just been awesome. I miss live events. I can't wait to go back to that. But yeah, hopefully soon.
Yes, I hope so too. It's been such a hard time for so many artists. How have you been staying connected? You talked about, you're not an island and you couldn't do it alone. How have you been staying connected to other musicians in this time? Have you been doing like the virtual stuff like everybody else?
Yeah, a lot of virtual stuff, a lot of Zooms. Yeah. I feel like I was so scared earlier. I thought my computer was gonna like overheat because there's just so many. But
I know.
I've actually used this time to kind of go within, and I've done a lot of writing, and I'm working on my new album. So thanks.
So
it's a work in progress,
Yeah.
I wanted to get it out this year, and with all the delays and everything, but it's really taught me to have patience and just kind of like explore different ways I can do things on my own, and learning how to record on my own, which I've never done before. So I'm kind of exploring that now and getting more into it. So yeah, I'm excited, and I don't know when that's gonna be, come to completion, but I'm excited for people to hear the new songs.
That's so awesome. I know. I feel like right now is all about adapting and learning new things. What's kind of your recording setup then? Since you're just getting started with recording, what type like microphone and everything do you have?
Yeah, well, I just have a little PreSonus audio box, and I'm using Studio One.
Awesome,
and, yeah, so I'm just kind of like experimenting with that. I made my demos already, and I'm going through and kind of making the tempos and stuff, doing baby steps, and just learning it. So yeah, but it's really kind of like opened up my mind to challenge myself and learn new things and stuff. So I'm grateful really for the experience.
That's really cool. I'm glad that you're using this time to create more music. I mean, that's what people want to hear from you. I'm like, oh, so exciting. Well, why don't you share a little bit about the performance that you did for us? Give a little teaser of what it's going to be about and maybe the songs that you're sharing in your performance?
Yeah, I just did a little intimate setup in my living room. It's like candlelit, and I mostly tried to play songs that were inspiring during this time. You know, it's kind of gets like it gets a little rough. So I tried to keep the songs uplifting and funny enough. Like a lot of those songs for me as a songwriter kind of start as me feeling like I'm kind of down and out or in a dark mode, but then I feel like my inner muse will inspire myself, you know, kind of like that light inside will kind of like say, well, wake up, let's turn this around. And so that's what most of the songs are about, and tuning into that faith inside. So yeah.
I love it. Oh, I can't wait to watch. Courtney, will you dial up the video for us? And then we're going to mute our microphones, Katie, and we'll watch this.
Everyone, my name is Katie Garibaldi, and I'm so happy to be a part of the Homebound benefit concert, the virtual benefit concert. I know it's been a rough 2020 for everyone, and especially, you know, we're seeing it in the music industry, the live music industry, and how it's impacted our beloved live venues, not being able to play out, to tour. And the proceeds from this concert are going to the Ivy Room in the East Bay here. So I'm happy to be a part of this cause and share the virtual stage with these lovely women. Thank you so much to the California Women's Music for having me and inviting me on. I'm going to play some of my original music for you guys. And I got some candles lit. I got the ambiance. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to start off with my song, Delightful. How did I get here? Losing myself in fear. Do I know who I am? I know who I am. How could I let them in? They talk like they know where I've been. Do they know who I am? Well, I know who I am. Take these shades off of my eyes and shine a light inside. We could be delightful. I can't believe the world is so scary. What if we were delightful? How could you drag me down? Step on me to lift you up. And now I'm losing sleep over my happiness you keep. Do you know who you are? Take these shades off of my eyes and shine a light inside. We could be delightful. I What if we the more I hurt, I'm vanishing. My mind breeds negativity. The more I care what people think, the more I diminishing. We could be delightful. Take these shades off of my eyes and shine. I love your light inside. We could be delightful. I can't believe the world is so scary. What if we delightful? We could be delightful. All right. That's a song off my Rooted Clarity EP that I released a couple years back. I also have a music video for it. It's on my YouTube at Katie Garibaldi if you guys want to check it out. I'm going to do another song from that EP, and this song I was feeling pretty down and out when I wrote it, and I was kind of questioning, like, you know, where is God? Where is the universe? Who is here for me? And then I picked up my guitar and I wrote this song, and I realized that it was God's answer to me, answer to my question, saying that he's always here and we're never alone. So whatever you want to call it, God, universe, source, I truly believe that we're never really alone. So I hope you all take comfort in that message. This is called I Am. The most wonderful things seem just outside your reach. Faces and places seem strange and they're unsteady your feet. You lay your head down thinking nobody cares. You look around thinking nobody's there. Your spirit's been shaken and thrown, but your roots are stronger than you think. I'll help you weather the storm. It's alright, rely on me. So when you lay your head down thinking nobody cares, you look around thinking nobody yes I know. And you think no one could be any more proud of you. So, I'm going to play a song that's, I actually haven't played this in a while, but I feel called to play it tonight. It's all about following your intuition, following that compass that we have inside all of us, and being brave enough to really, do that, finding the courage to do that. Because it's not always easy to do. This is called Follow Your Heart. I can't pretend not to know just what you're going through. The whole world seems to go against everything you know is true. Follow your heart. Even when things are hard, you will see what I mean. You just listen to it. It will get you through it. Carry you far. Even when it gets dark, follow your heart. Nothing would have any meaning if you couldn't fight for what you believe in. So hold your fists high and stand firm, and let your heart do the leading. Follow your heart. Even when things are hard, you will see what I mean. You just listen to it. It will get you through it. Carry you far. Even when it gets dark, follow your heart. This is the story of my life. I place my bets. Nothing's much sweeter than looking back with no regret. So leave your doubt at the door and find what you're looking for. Nobody else is gonna do it for you, so what are you waiting for? Follow your heart. Even when things are hard, you will see what I mean. You just listen to it. It will get you through it. Carry you far. So, this is a little bizarre, just like playing and not knowing the audience. You know, it's like so different from one of my favorite things is playing live and being able to, you know, have that human experience with other people. So I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to this show. Thank you for your support of our music and also the live music scene in general and the Bay Area for the Ivy Room. And please, if you can, donate to the cause. You can go to bit.ly/homebound tour. And I'm sure all the links are in this feed. But I really appreciate you tuning in. And I am going to play a song that's actually from a Christmas album I released. I released an original holiday album not too long ago, and I also just kind of put some more general spiritual songs on there because the holidays, Christmas time is, you know, about faith for me as well. So this song is from that album, even though it's not a specific Christmas song. It's all about keeping faith and keeping God number one in my heart. So this song is called Safe and Warm. Jesus, you are number one in my heart. I turn to you when each day is through. Jesus, never have you left me, Lord. You have held my hand through the dark, and my tears stay. God knows the world is full of its need, but you still take care of me. Like a bird in the sky, you keep him in flight. You rock me in your arms like a baby, safe and warm. Jesus, if I lose my way, show me your smile, and I kneel to pray, 'cause I was born to love like you. Sing, God knows the world is full of its need, but you still take care of me. Like a bird in the sky, you keep him in flight. You rock me in your arms like a baby, safe and warm. God knows the world is full of its need. bird in the sky. You keep me flight. You rock me in your arms like a baby safe and warm. Jesus, you are number one in my heart. I turn to you each day is through and again. Right. So I have a couple more songs for you guys. This is another song I haven't played in a while, but I felt like playing it, so I'm gonna bring it back out tonight. This song is called On My Own. I can't recognize my face, 'cause I have changed. You don't recognize my hands, 'cause I have grown. I'm not the same old someone you knew. And the days new. It's so hard to leave this simple town. This is where I'm from. There's only one way out, and the southbound train is coming to us, though I can do this on my own. I'm becoming who I've been wanting to be. Bear the cliche, my whole life's in front of me, I'm finding out just where I belong. Before the chances gone, it's so hard to leave this simple town. This is where I'm from. There's only one way out, and the southbound train is coming to us, though I can do this on my own. One foot up, then the other, stepping on the train. I think I'm ready now. It's so hard to say goodbye when all your memories sit and watch you leave. But it's a big wide world out there, and it's time to fly. It's so hard to leave this simple town. This is where I'm from. There's only one way out, and the southbound train is starting to roll. I can do this on my own. It's so hard to leave this simple town. This is where I'm from. There's only one way out, and my southbound train is starting to roll. I can do this on my own. I can do this on my own. I'm gonna do this on my own. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Katie Garibaldi, and I'm a singer-songwriter based in the Bay Area here. So thank you so much to California Women's Music for inviting me onto this tour, this virtual tour, from my living room. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for contributing to the Ivy Room and the live music scene here in the Bay Area. And yeah, just hoping to get back out there soon, and hope you guys all stay well and safe. And I'm gonna close with a song that I wrote about hanging on to faith even in the darkest hour. So I'm gonna close out with this song. Thank you so much for watching. Even when the sky is black and I can't see one star, light up a candle and swear to myself it's not over. 'Cause I was raised to believe that good ends up on top. But I have grown and seen the world and where light falls. Is it true that what goes up must always come down? In my wildest dreams, love leads the way. In my wildest dreams, love stays. And people on the TV saying they're leading us through the rain, but I wake from nightmares of bombs flying through the sky like airplanes. Is it true that what goes up must always come down? In my wildest dreams, love leads the way. In my wildest dreams, love stays. You gave me your word, you'd never leave this that you swore. Last words when it hurts me too, as you walked out of my door. In my wildest dreams, love leads the way. In my wildest dreams, you stay. In my wildest dreams, love leads the way. In my wildest dreams, love stays. Even when the sky is black and I can't see one star, I'll light up a candle and swear to myself it's not over. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Katie Garibaldi. You can find more about me and my music at katiegaribaldi.com. Take care. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. You have an incredible voice. You're so good at playing guitar. Your music is so uplifting and soothing and wonderful. And it's everything I feel like we need to hear right now. Such a hopeful sound. So thank you so much for sharing your gifts today. It's such a blessing to us and the team at California Women's Music. And we're just really grateful that you're a part of this lineup. You're so talented.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. I really, really appreciate it. It's just an honor to be here with you guys. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was beautiful. And if you're watching this and you love that performance, please just open up a little separate tab. Be sure to donate. It's really easy. It's just bit.ly/homebound tour. Any little bit helps, $5, $10. It's helping musicians continue to do what they love to do. And you're also supporting a really awesome women-owned music venue, Ivy Room. And it's totally worth it, So get on that. And up next, you guys, to finalize this amazing show, has this show not been incredible? I mean, I can't hear anyone say yes, but I know everyone's saying yes. This has been incredible. The lineup's been insane. It's for such a good cause. I'm just overwhelmed and I'm like geeked out a little bit. But up next, we have Command Sisters. And Command Sisters are a Toronto-based sister duo made up of Charlotte on vocals and keys and Sarah on guitar. And they've performed across the United States and Canada. And check this out, you guys. They attracted partnerships with Martin Guitars, Marshall Amps, Mac Cosmetics, and more. And they also got to record with this really cool producer, Tim Pagnotta. I think I said his name right, but he's worked with he's like a legend producer. So I'm going to bring Command Sisters on.
You guys. I didn't mean to. I apologize. I'm not wearing red lipstick, but I feel very out of the club.
But you're wearing red, so it counts.
This is true.
It's okay. You're wearing red. Excusable. Number one, I love your guys' style. I've been listening to your music since I knew I was, going to listen to you guys here. I've been listening to your music. You guys are top shelf. Your branding is on point. I was on your Instagram like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is insane. I'm so excited to get to talk to you guys and talk about your music journey. Your sisters.
Yes.
And your last name is Command. You guys are so cool. Way to put that together. That's such a clever band name. So how did you get started with writing music together?
So yeah, you were homeschooled too. Same. This is why we had this energy. We just knew we like.
Yes. I love that. Yeah, people when they find out you're homeschooled, they're kind of like, "Well, did you have a social life?" And we're just like, people who have not experienced homeschooling just don't understand. We get it though.
They don't understand. It's true. Yeah. I recorded my first album because of homeschooling when I was 17. So
it's
worked out nice,
freedom of music, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was definitely like a lot of our early childhood was, like mostly my sister writing songs, doing plays in the backyard. Like most people, I feel like it's a similar story with a lot of musicians where it just starts out from a young age for like a love of it. And then eventually one day it like switches over into like more of a career, which was definitely accident for us and just kind of happened. So.
Yeah. And your career basically just skyrocketed. I don't know, overnight. It feels like overnight. You released a single and it seems like all these opportunities just exploded for you guys.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was crazy. I mean, like technically, like when I think about it, we've been singing together for over 10 years because we started from a very young age. So it does feel like it has technically been a lifetime of us singing together.
It feels but we still think of it as like, I think ever since we signed our record deal, which was the end of 2018, so like December. So ever since then, it's felt like kind of like a whirlwind. All of these obviously opportunities have come
insane
up that because we're working with this huge team now. So that's been really amazing, and I feel like I just try not to take it for granted because so much has changed just in like 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is great to have that team support, and to that way you don't feel like you have to do everything. I think that's the hard thing with being an independent artist is like, I'm everything, you know?
Absolutely.
It's true.
So has that helped you focus more on the creative aspect and like songwriting, having that team behind you, supporting you?
Yeah, just, I mean, yes and no. Like, I think what, like, when we try to like share our story to other artists, you know, who are indie, it's like when you're on a record label, it's so incredible because you have this support and reach that you never had before.
Yes.
You still need to keep that indie mentality. Like my sister and I fully run our social media. Social media itself takes like 10-hour plus a day to run. And it's just it's a different type of work. I mean, I'm so thankful my sister writes music and I'm mostly on the business side, so we're very much yin and yang in that sense.
That's amazing.
Because if it was just us ourselves, like even now, I think I'd be up 24 hours of the day just working, you know? So I have so much respect for indie artists alone that are on their own, specifically women.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have that team, but we still are very hands-on. And
that's amazing. I love to hear that.
I try to use the free time to write music as much as I can.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. Before we jump into your song, I do want to know what it was like working with Tim. He's produced some like really huge acts.
Oh,
and you did. I mean, your songs sound pristine.
Aw, thank
Top
you.
notch. I'm like, wow, this is so good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was amazing working with him. I mean, he is just such a nice, funny, personable person. And then, you know, you're thinking about, look at all this crazy stuff he's done working with like Walk the Moon and Blink-182 and all these bands. And we're just like, but then you forget about that when you're with him because he's just so funny.
Yeah.
We're cracking jokes. Yeah, we're just cracking jokes about like the most randomest stuff.
I mean, for me, what like the biggest lesson I learned with Tim was I always reference the song Shut Up and Dance With Me by Neon Trees because it's like one of my favorite songs ever. And the guitar tone in that song is just next level, and the drums and everything. And I always reference that song. So it was such a universe moment when we got to work with him. And so me, of course, going in was an extremely nervous person. And I just felt like, obviously, we've never had a hit before and he's had multiple. So it was nerve-wracking. And it was so cool to see how he works. Like, it was just very creative and natural. And like, we were watching like YouTube videos and memes like throughout the day to get inspired.
Yeah.
Like, very just like his hits
really
come
chill.
from being chill.
Yeah. So it was really funny.
That's good to hear because you never know in those high pressure situations what it's going to be like. But that's awesome that he's like a calming force and it's fun to work with. That's always good to hear.
It's so important.
Absolutely.
It's taught me, it's like, wow, if you ever have like 10 hits under your belt, just like, you know, work with upcoming artists and then show them memes and you'll just make their life. Like I'm like, for the rest of my life, like I'm like, that was so cool.
Right. Because it really humanizes people. I don't know. Whenever you look up to people and you see them as like an idol or something, I don't know. But then you realize, we're all just human. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. We're all just human. Yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about the performance that you put together for the Homebound Tour. And just some of the songs that are in there.
Yeah. So in this performance, we really wanted to showcase some older songs that I've written, but also some new songs that are on our upcoming EP that we're really excited to release. And just showcase everything that's kind of new that we're putting out. So it was really fun.
Wait.
We're still getting used to the whole like
at home
quarantine filming concert thing, but
not gonna lie, like we're just starting to kind of get the hang out of it. But like before we were doing like we did like a couple like I mean it was in Canada, but like national like TV like live. It was like live on the television, and we're like, if we screw this up, like it's gonna be a big deal.
Yeah, I mean we grew up performing like
so
I don't know
like in person.
So many shows, back in
It's true.
Alberta, right? That was the whole
Right.
thing. Like we toured all over and we did all this and that.
But not on the internet.
But yeah,
so
it's very different.
Yeah.
Like somehow, is it weird that it feels harder to like film yourself versus
No,
like performing an hour show in person in front of thousands of people? I don't know. It's weird, but
it's way easier. You feed off of the energy when you have that audience participation. Yeah.
But we had a lot of fun with it. We're having fun putting these videos together. It's been really awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Well, cool. So we're going to mute our microphones and we'll have Courtney play your video and then we'll talk again afterwards. I can't wait.
Hey guys, it's Charlotte. And my name is Sarah. We are the Command Sisters from Toronto, Ontario, and we're going to play some songs for you guys. We are so excited to be part of the event and the money that it will be raising. We are really, really excited because we are raising money for the Ivy Room, which is a women-owned and women-run, and it's a venue in Albany, which is really awesome. And we're also raising money for the Artist Relief Fund. So this concert series is raising money for some really great causes. So definitely, if you are in a position to do so, please donate, and we hope you enjoy some music today. The first song that we're going to play is a song that we actually just released as our debut single to radio, which has been really awesome. We filmed the music video pre-quarantine when, we had big fancy cameras and a camera crew with us, and it was crazy. Never thought we would do a video of that production. Yeah. This is really exciting. And it just reached, I think, 160,000 views. 164,000 views. On Vivo, which is really exciting. So, this is the song. It's called I Like It. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like a waterfall, you're flooding my mind. I hate the way you make me wanna take every dive. Steep slip, I can't say no, I'm starting to slide. I hate the way you got me crossing all of the lines. Wish you didn't know that you can't get you every time I see my eyes on the lines of it. Oh my God, can't you get what I wanna love it the way it's on my heart is it ever head on. I'm on fire, I'm no glad. Come on to me, got no mystery left, nothing between. Especially when you touch me on the man, because I could want a man. So fresh, her lips, and more as I like it. Oh no, you got me suckling like I'm off from a lie. Why do you have to make it so damn hard to be wise? Slide from some beat and watching you out of sight. But as long as you do not give in, I won't testify. Wish you didn't know how much you can't get you every time I see my eyes on the lens of it. Oh my God, can't you get what I wanna live it the way it's on my heart is it ever head on. I'm on fire, I'm red. Come on to me, got no mystery left, nothing between. Especially when you touch me on the man, because I could go my man. So fresh, hellish, but not as but I like it. No, 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 I like it. And I know you got me falling for you, and I'm like, oh, there's nothing I'd rather do. I'm a fire, I'm a red. Come on to me. Got no mystery left, nothing between. Especially when you touch me on the neck, because I could go running. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We can't hear your claps, but we feel your energy.
We feel the energy through the computer / phone
It's
screens.
great.
It's awesome.
Well, this next one is a fun song.
It's a very fun song.
It's weird because it sounds really happy, but yet it is a sad concept. And
it is. I wrote this song about falling for someone who's already in love with someone else. Which
not the best situation to be in.
I'm sure everybody kind of relates to that though.
Yeah,
we've all been there.
We've been there.
And you just realize it, and you're like, this person's kind of playing with you. You know, they're giving you signs, and all of a sudden they're like, you're at a party, and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, I'm moving back, you know, to see my girlfriend, and you're just like, excuse me, like, what? Yeah.
Did Charlotte just share a personal story? Okay, this is the song. I hope you like it. Ready? Yeah. 3, 4.
True, 'cause all this time I picture me and you. There's someone else that you have taken to. I guess I never had a good start. I'm in too deep. You got me running in your fantasy. Had a world inside of my head, and the feelings too yours to stay. It seems I fell in love with someone else's dream. I get caught up and make believe I fell in love with someone else's dream. I fell in love with someone else's dream. Right now you're holding someone else's side. So why'd you have to leave me on like that? I fell in love when you already had, and that was never the plan. Stop it, I've been too deep. You got me running down your fantasy. Had a world inside of my head, and I fell into yours to stay. It is what it seems. I fell in love with someone else's dream. I caught up and make believe I fell in love with someone else's dream. I fell in love with someone else's dream. I wish it was my 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 dream. It is what it seems. I fell in love with someone else's dream. I caught up
what we wanted to say was we think it's really cool that the Ivy Room it's all women owned and run by women as well. My sister and I have done a lot of work with the She Rocks Awards, which is like a female empowerment music award show that is run every year around the NAMM show in LA. So we just like to give a shout out to the Ivy Room for all that they do. It's really awesome. And we love to see women supporting other women in the industry. We've got to stick together. So you guys are awesome, and we're honored to be a part of this.
Speaking of empowering vibes, this is a song that we also released in quarantine. It's called I Can Do What I Want To. If you relate to the words, comment below.
This time I mean it, don't pray for me. I never going back. I never going back. It feels so freeing, the sweet release. I never going back. I never going back. You said you'd hold me. You were holding me down when I was sudden. You never made a sound. I've been reborn. I don't believe you anymore. I've been reborn. I don't believe you anymore. I can do what I want to, anything that I want to, what I want to. I can do what I want to, anything that I want to, what I want to. I can do what I want. I can do what I want. Oh, oh, oh. You're gonna crown it, shrinking up it. I'm not singing your praise. I'm not playing your games. You can't judge me, don't act like you still love me. I'm through with this, I'm through with you, you lied to me. I've been reborn, I don't believe you anymore. I've been reborn, I don't believe you anymore. I can do what I want to, anything that I want to, what I want to. I can do what I want to, anything that I want to, what I want to. I can do what I want. I can do what I want. Oh, 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 do what I want to, yeah. What I want. Oh, oh, oh. You say I need you, but that isn't true. I am breaking free. You can't control me. You can't save my soul with your empty love. I am breaking free. Oh, I can do what I want to. Oh, what I want to. I can do what I want to, anything I want to, what I want to. I can do what I want. I can do what I want. Oh, 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 do what I want to. Yeah, 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 what I want. Oh, oh, oh.
Thank you.
Thank you guys
We are
so much.
synced on that thank you now. Sister style.
Yeah. So this song is I like to call it my sassy song. It's got a bit of attitude.
She fixes her hair. She's like, this is my sassy song.
I don't know what my hair is doing today. It's not cooperating. Anyways, so yeah, it's my sassy song. If you relate to it, vibe with it.
We're still getting used to doing the concerts in our bedroom thing. I typically don't wear pants, but today I'm wearing pants.
Or we wear pajama pants all the time.
Pajama pants.
So things have changed, but we're getting used to it. We're getting better at this.
I think so.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Good job, Char.
Thanks,
Good
Sarah.
job.
Good job.
Totally relevant. This is our next song, and it is called Good Hands.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
You say that I'm in good hands, boy, that's some killer romance. Say I'm in good hands, good hands, good hands. You're saying it's so bad, it hurts 'cause maybe I am not in such good hands, good hands, good hands. Every second lately I've been second guessing your perfection for I'm checking, but you say that I'm in good hands. Some eyes are both I believe it, then I'll hurt. I was thinking somebody other than be holding your good hands. Turning up the midnight, sipping on your good life, trying to hit the green light. Oh, oh, if I'm in your good hands, why you letting me dance? They say that I'm in good hands, but that's a gentleman. Say I'm in good hands, good hands, good hands. You say it's so bad, it hurts 'cause maybe I am not in such good hands, good hands, good hands. What are we talking? Why we get to look like it isn't so often? I do a crossing, oh no, damn world is watching. When your hands are touching me, it's crazy to be feeling over someone else's body. Give me one reason to stop being leaving good hands. But this ain't going so good right now. No shadow of a doubt, I figured you out, and you said you wouldn't let me down, but you did. On the ground, they say that I'm in good hands, but that's a killer romance. Say I'm in good hands, good hands, good hands. You say it's so bad, it hurts, but baby I am not in such good hands, good hands, good hands. Oh, 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 oh. Good hands, good hands. Every second lately I've been second guessing your perfection. When I'm checking, we say that I'm in good hands. You roll one more, I roll my eyes, you shoot the ball that would be once and nonchalant when I am down, I hold your good hands. And how is it that I don't know why you've been up to lately? All I want you to do is to show me how good your hands you really be. Did you do that for me? They say that I'm in good hands, but that's a good romance. Say I'm in good hands, good hands, good hands. You say it's so bad, it hurts, baby I am in such good hands, good hands, good hands. Oh, 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 oh. Good hands, good hands, good hands. They say that I'm in good hands, good hands.
Thank you guys so much for joining in. We're the Command Sisters. We have a couple more songs left. This next one is another song my sister wrote, and it's called Low Profile.
Trying to keep a low profile, living that lifestyle. No one knows about it, and no one knows about it. They call me up in love the night, tell me to come by. Wanna talk about it, I wanna talk about it. Sorry if I'm coming too strong, but I couldn't get it wrong. 'Cause it's been you all alone lately. Baby, I've been taking off, don't know how to come all. When you're here and then you're not, you find your share of secrets, got my share of mine. I wanna let you see into my curious mind. We see each other frequent, we should cross that line. Oh, don't you low profile. Even that lifestyle, nobody knows somebody. Nobody knows somebody. Come here, feel love good night. Tell me to come by. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. See ya a little more on the weekend. Cause you've been working a lot less. I might have a new target. Yeah, good. Good at keeping it yourself. Oh, but can we get honest? Cause I see through the innocence. You got your share of secrets, got my share of mine. I wanna get beneath what people hide behind. If all the odds are even, let's take your big time. Oh, don't you think it's nice? Trying to keep a low profile, living that lifestyle. Nobody knows somebody. Nobody knows somebody. Give me a big love tonight. Tell me to come by. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You, I, you, I, you, I, you, I. Can we stay up all night? Got a secret I can't keep it your profile, yeah. Trying to keep a low profile, living that lifestyle. No one knows about it. No one knows about it. You got me up in love tonight. So come by, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You, I, you, I, you, Can we stay up all night? Got a secret I can't keep it, keeping a low profile.
So we just want to say a huge thank you to the Ivy Room as well as the Artist Relief Fund for having us a part of this awesome fundraiser. Again, if you're in a position to, please donate. We're the Command Sisters. If you like what you heard, we are mostly active on Instagram. We're on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn. We have a website.
Check it out.
And we also have new music on Spotify if you want to check it out.
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all that stuff.
Amazon Music.
Yeah, pretty much all of the above.
All of the above. We're going to finish with a song that's on our upcoming EP, and it's called I Wouldn't Cry. 2, 3, 4.
You brought a blade to my bedroom of roses. My open page, it just always closes. And though it hurts, I hope it reminds ya. If I could go back, I still wouldn't try to. You broke my heart, I cut the pieces and ran away. I'm not a sun to your rain, I'm not a piece in your game. I wouldn't cry even if I still had tears inside. I wouldn't cry, I wouldn't cry. And if your lips were the last in the world, I wouldn't kiss her, I wouldn't give them a word. I wouldn't cry, I wouldn't cry. You drew the lines, but I couldn't outside them. So black and white, but I'm just too vibrant for you. 'Cause got this feeling you're only there all alone. Just get me, unknown, and then leave me. Oh, I wouldn't beg, wouldn't go back and give you my love, even if it was on one. No, my tears, baby. Even if I wanna make you stay, yes, I'm gonna do things my way, my way. Is that I won't be crying. I wouldn't cry, even if I still had the tears inside. I wouldn't cry, I wouldn't cry. And if your lips were the best in the world, I wouldn't kiss them, wouldn't give the world. 'Cause I wouldn't cry, I wouldn't cry. Oh, 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 oh. I wouldn't cry, I wouldn't cry, I wouldn't cry. And if your lips were the best in the world, I wouldn't kiss them, wouldn't give the world. 'Cause I wouldn't cry, I wouldn't cry.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. We're the Command Sisters, and we hope you have a great day.
Oh my goodness. Who are you two? Who are you? I am seriously so blown away that it translated so well. Your music translates really well.
Yeah.
Acoustic, because I've heard your full, fully produced music, and I was like, how are they gonna do an acoustic set? But oh my gosh, you guys are so solid that
Thank you.
and it just translates so well. And I really enjoyed the acousticness of it. I'm like, oh.
No, that means so much because we actually grew up, playing like country music and acoustic music.
Yeah.
That was our whole thing.
It translates so well. And your voices are solid, and obviously you blend really well together because you're sisters.
That's kind of a thing.
Yes,
it is a thing.
Sometimes when I have my coffee, I blend like a little less well. So it depends on the day. But
It was amazing. So good, you guys. So you were talking about an EP. When does your EP come out?
So we can't officially say the date.
Oh, dang it. But soon.
But we are going to say, and maybe
we're going to follow you and we'll find out.
No, because we do, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, we do have a song coming out really soon, as well as maybe something that has to do with the time of year that's super jolly and fun. So
yes. Okay.
Stay tuned.
There's a bunch of stuff coming out.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will have everybody online.
I am so excited, you guys. I feel like I just discovered you through this event, and I've been listening to your music a ton, since then. I'm like, I just wish they had some more. So I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm like, you've got me. I am hooked. I am completely hooked.
Oh, thanks. That means a lot. Like, it's been like such an interesting time to release music during COVID, in our bedroom.
Yeah.
So, any feedback means the world. So thank you.
Talk about that a little bit. How have you stayed creative during this downtime? Because obviously tours are shut down. Well, how was that for you guys? Like, how did you take all of that basically everything came to a standstill there for everyone?
I find it good for my creativity and like writing because I just have time to just sit in my house and write all the time whenever I want. So that's not an issue. It's more like feeling sort of the energy and the motivation and the positivity because like you said, you're not getting that energy from live crowds where you would take your new songs and perform them. And just we were supposed to be in New York in April releasing our first single, and we were supposed to do a show there like kick it off. So obviously things are very different for us. Everything is online now, so it's been kind of tough and interesting to kind of figure out how to navigate all that, like mentally. It's more like a mental thing, but we're adjusting, and I'm just hoping
I agree.
Whenever we can play live again, I'm just looking forward to that day. Whether it's like 2 years down the road, I'm just like, it's gonna feel like a whole new world. So I'm just.
You're gonna be so high. I feel this way too. I'm gonna be so high energy and just not take it for granted. And I think that the listeners will be so appreciative too, because I can't wait to go to live music. I miss going to live shows so much, and whenever we're gonna get to go, we're gonna
I think it's taught hopefully people to like not take it for granted. Like I know how much even like I used to take it for granted. I'm like, wow, I really love performing live, because in the moment it's a lot of work, rehearsing, and then setting up, and it's a big day. But like when you don't have that, you're like, wow, that was really fun. So
yeah, it's very true. It's definitely like, the pros, I guess, of quarantine
has been like we said earlier, like learning how to do like more social media stuff at home and like learning how to live stream, and then events like this. This is so cool that we could be a part of this. I don't think we would have been able to be part of it, you know, if COVID wasn't a thing, because we would have been in Toronto and we wouldn't have been in California. So the fact that we could be a part of this and to raise awareness for such great causes. And that really meant the world to us. So thanks again for having us on. The fact that we're live streaming from Toronto is crazy. And so crazy. Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah. And we just like think so highly of you guys and are so encouraged by just even your empowering music. Like it's everything. And I think as a female singer-songwriter myself, like it encourages me. And so yeah, just thank you so much for sharing your music with the world and being yourselves. I can tell you really like you're yourselves and you have a unique style. And I just know you guys are blowing up, but I mean, this year you guys are gonna blow up. I'm serious. It's crazy. And yeah, just all the best to you guys. And thank you for taking time to be a part of this and giving back, you know.
Thank you.
That,
no, it means a lot to
so
us
much,
as well to be a part of something like this. So
yeah, no, honestly. And sending all the love and support in the world to like any musician who's struggling during this time. I know it's really hard finance-wise, health-wise, mental health-wise, all those things.
Yeah,
so
we're all in it together. So
yeah.
Yes, that is true. Is there anything you want to plug before we say goodbye? Any of your social media links? I know we've kind of been plugging them throughout the night, but
released,
it's always good.
A music video, which was actually shot pre-quarantine, and it was our first full production video, really to the point where it was like, you know, big camera,
all that
equipment and stuff. So like it was a pretty crazy moment, and that was shot in January. So that's out now on Vivo, so you can check it out. I loved it. And then we just also released our first official remix for the song and the acoustic version. So
oh my gosh, yes.
So just Google Command Sisters and you may see some videos of us when we were 10 singing, and then you'll also see the new ones as well. So,
oh my gosh, I'm gonna go do that.
Oh, don't do that.
Stop on YouTube.
You're like, oh no. Oh, I know, you guys. It's the internet is a scary place for artists because you can't find all that stuff.
Yeah, I know. And we've been doing it a long time, I have to say.
So everything is everywhere.
There's videos of us up there as kids, so you will.
I know. That's so awesome. So awesome. Well, you two are amazing. Keep going after it. Don't get discouraged with COVID. Just keep creating and doing your thing.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Yes. Have a good one. Bye, Command Sisters. Viewers.
Back.
Courtney, was that not the coolest show of our lives?
That was pretty darn cool. I'm very impressed. I mean, you know, just like dancing and bopping.
I was dancing the whole time. And I don't know, I just feel so encouraged in a weird way that we're all in this together. Like literally every artist said pretty much the same thing, that they're trying to navigate COVID-19, you know, with all the shutdowns and no venues, and everyone's kind of struggling and in the same place. And I don't know, in a way it is reassuring.
Right.
But it's also really sad. And this moment and what we're doing right here and right now is an opportunity where people can give back and pour into the music community and pour into venues like Ivy Room and pour into what California Women's Music is doing to support songwriters in this time. So it's not too late to donate. I know we've been plugging it throughout the whole entire evening.
It is.
But it's literally, it's just bit.ly/homebound tour. So any little amount helps, and I can't wait to see how much money we've raised throughout the night. It's gonna be so cool.
Right? Yes, I know. Well, and you've been doing such a great job, like hosting this show, Heather. So thanks for carrying it. Once we started getting into the production part, I was like, I can't do both. I just can't like bouncing back and forth. So
you are a boss at all the production aspects. So thank you so much for taking the lead on that. And
my pleasure. You gotta prioritize the music, and so I'm glad we got.
I agree. I know.
Incredible music tonight. So thank you again to all the artists. And let's see. I've lost track of where we are with what we're supposed to say now. So
pretty much, we're just supposed to be like, "Wow, that was amazing." Reminisce and wow, oh my gosh, it was 3.5 hours, but it felt like, I don't know, it felt like an hour. It went by so fast because the music was so good. Go follow all the artists too. Yes. A really good way to support artists right now that people think is dumb or not enough is just liking, sharing posts, commenting on posts, because whenever you comment or interact with a post, it pushes that post up to the top of the algorithm. So we really want to show artists so much support right now because they're struggling. I mean, I'm an artist. You're an artist, Courtney.
Well, and we all need music. I mean, we need these shared experiences, and it doesn't necessarily make sense. It's not a thing where it's like, I'm having a sad day, I need to go and watch a live stream, you know, but it really does make a difference, and it's better than nothing, honestly. So in the times that we can't actually go out and share music together, I'm a huge fan of watching it on Facebook or Instagram.
Exactly.
Wherever it's happening, interact with the singers and the musicians. You know, just let them know that you're there, you're listening, and you appreciate what they're doing, and let it encourage you, let it uplift you. That's what it's for. You know, we're not deprived of everything during quarantine. It's just taking a different form. So
exactly. And agreed. Like, it does feel good to be able to give back in some of the live streams, you know, just to bring like joy to somebody's day is so much fun. Like I did like a midday live stream one time, and I had my kids get in on it, and people were like, I really needed that like little uplifting moment in my day. And we really take for granted, I think, as artists, how much it does boost people's moods and helps people through hard times. So
I mean, it's what
if you're an artist, if you're an artist, keep creating music. We need you.
Yeah, for sure. It's what got us into it, right? You know, like, we make music because it makes us feel better. And so like, it's great to be able to share that with everybody we know and even people we don't know. So Heather, do you have like a regular practice of streaming, or do you have a regular show, or how can people hear
I sort of just jump on other like little live stream events. I'm doing a live stream event for this really cool program through Sacramento State. It's called the Sac State Unique Program, and I'm going to be on their Instagram live at noon on Wednesday. So it's like Sac State Unique. And it's going to be their Instagram live. So
noon Wednesday.
Really cool. Yeah.
Right.
And I'm going to like share my songs for an hour, share stories. The thing I love to do the most is share the reason why I wrote songs, and, you know, and then obviously share the music too. So what about you, Courtney? Do you have anything?
I do. But I was going to ask, can people hear that on your Facebook page, or how do they? I was just going to where to find it. So
it's Instagram.com/Sac State Unique.
Okay. Unique as in like special and different?
Unique, yes.
Okay, cool.
So unique.
All right. Facebook.com/Sac State Unique. Hopefully
that's where I'll be Wednesday at 12.
All right.
And then I'm always doing little things here and there. So you can find me on all the things like Heather Evans Music everywhere.
Okay.
So
it's good.
But what about you, Courtney? Do you have any live streams coming up?
I'm excited. I have 2 things coming up Monday. So if
you do?
If you hate Mondays, I'm about to change your mind. That is my mission in life, is to reinvent Mondays. I feel like it's the beginning of the week. We should be looking forward to it. But Monday mornings, I've been doing this since May now, every Monday at 8 a.m., which is early for a singer, let me tell you. But 8 to 10, I go live on Facebook and Instagram, and I just play songs, and I chat with people and take a few requests. I did a last-minute Billy Joel that I wasn't terrible at. I tried.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
So, you know, just like have a little fun trying out a few things. And so that's Monday mornings. And if you're on the East Coast, it's later in the day, which maybe is your cup of tea. I don't know. It's better. But yeah, that's it. That's just on my personal Facebook page. It's like facebook.com/Courtney.Mats. And it's a public facing page. So even if you don't have Facebook, you can still see it. And then the other thing that is happening on Monday night is I'm hosting an open mic night on Instagram. And that will be through... Yeah.
How do you do that? That's so cool.
It's really simple. Like, we've tried a bunch of different things. I was doing it on Zoom, and that was tough for people if you don't have the right equipment.
Yeah.
So just in the interest of being able to prop up your phone and play into your phone, we started doing a 1 hour. It's a 1 hour open mic night once a month on Monday nights at 7 o'clock Pacific time. And
I love it.
And that will be on the Epiphany Space Instagram. So it's Epiphany Space Community, and I'll put that in the comments as well. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, Heather, I'd love to have you come and play a couple songs if you're around.
Oh my gosh, I would love that. It's like, what in the world?
Yeah, I just share my screen. So like, I'll do a song to open, and I share my screen, and then everybody who's on the list takes a turn and goes through. And it's all disciplines. We have storytellers, we have poets, we have musicians. Some people try to be funny. I'm like, at your own risk. Music and humor don't always go together, but just give it
awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's entertaining. Even if they kind of screw it up, you're like, oh my gosh, that's great. Yeah.
So it's that's all happening Monday, and we just got to keep the enthusiasm alive. Something outside of just the need to do kind of things that happen in life. I mean, this has been going on so long now. We've got to introduce some surprise and some fun and some vitality. So.
I agree. Yeah. I'm trying to figure that out for myself. Once I get kind of used to doing the distance learning things with the kids, I'm going to come up with some more creative, fun little video things. So I'm looking forward to that when I can get in that groove. But
yeah,
this was a pleasure though, Courtney.
I mean, I enjoyed it too. It was great. Yeah.
Such a good night of music, and I feel super encouraged and
good. Me too. Yeah. I mean, it's like, we're doing it for people, but it's good to also enjoy it yourself.
Yes, agreed. It helps that we have some really amazing artists performing. I mean, that helps just a tiny bit. So.
It helps quite a bit. Yes, big props to Diana and to Victoria, who booked all those
booking
artists and
amazing
introduced us all to one another. Yeah,
this was a teamwork event, and so thank you to everyone who volunteered their time to help with this event. And I believe we're going to have some more too in the future, right? Some more homebound tours.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and we even have like a live version of this where everybody's going to be performing live on September 20th. And that one's called Rebirth.
Awesome.
Sunday.
We'll tune in for that for sure.
Yeah. Sundays in case Sundays are better than Saturdays. But that'll be cool. And then in addition to that, we're going to have like a backstage area. So you can actually go to Zoom and talk to, instead of just watching us talk to them, you can go and talk to them.
Then you can too. Oh my gosh. I love that. That's such a cool interactive idea.
Yeah. So we just want to thank everybody this evening for tuning in. We really appreciate your support, you taking the time to hang out with us. And thank you to all the performers who have donated their time. So this was a labor of love to help raise funds for other artists and for music venues affected by this pandemic. You can continue to help by making a donation. I'm still, the link is still scrolling down here. Make a donation at bit.ly/homebound tour. Have a wonderful night and a great rest of your weekend.
Yes. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.